Hey everyone, peace to you. It's good to be with you today. I'm your family doctor. Well, your YouTube family doctor. Anyway, and today I want to talk about the little things in life, the everyday stuff. You know how the weather has been lately, crazy, right? One day it's blazing sun, so hot you're hiding inside. The next day it gets chilly, even rainy, and a lot of us start feeling it, a little scratch in the throat. A little cough that won't go away. Maybe our stomach starts feeling weird. That's our body tapping us on the shoulder, just saying, hey, let's pay some attention here. Now, today, I'm not going to give you any big lectures, no complicated medical words that make your eyes glaze over. I want this to feel like we're sitting down together, like you, me, and maybe your family around the kitchen table. Nice and easy. I want to talk about something you can find in any grocery store, any farmer's market, any Walmart produce aisle. It's cheap, it's common, and it's one of the most underestimated foods out there. Guess what it is? Cucumber. You've probably eaten cucumber your whole life, but you might have no idea, really no idea how good it is for your blood sugar, your blood pressure, and your weight. So today I'm going to take a little time and walk you through four things. Clearly, simply first, what's actually good about cucumber. I'll explain it in the plainest, simplest way possible. Second, there's an old saying that's been around for decades. Cucumber and carrots cannot be eaten together. Is that true or false? We're going to figure it out together once and for all. Third, what should you eat cucumber with to make its nutrition even stronger? Some of these combinations, honestly, most people have been eating cucumber their whole lives and never knew. And fourth, the best way to eat cucumber, especially for those of us over 50 or 60. And I'm going to teach you a super simple cold summer soup recipe that you can make tonight. Very, very easy. All right, let's start with number one. Let's get into it. Part one, blood sugar management. Let's talk about the first benefit of cucumber. And this is the one so many of you ask me about: blood sugar. Have you ever heard the term glycemic index? Don't let the name scare you. It's simple. It just tells you how fast your blood sugar goes up after you eat a certain food. The faster it goes up, the more stress on your body. That's very clear in medicine. Let me give you a comparison. You'll understand immediately. White rice, which many of us eat every day, its glycemic index is about 84. White bread is even higher, almost 90. Now, guess what cucumber is? Cucumber is around 15. Look at that difference, 84, 90 versus 15. That's huge, generally speaking. Any food with a glycemic index below 55 is considered low glycemic, good for blood sugar management. Cucumber at 15 is way, way below that line. It's even lower than most other vegetables. And here's the thing, so many of you have been eating cucumber your whole lives and never knew this. I didn't know it for a long time either, but now we know, and that's what matters. According to nutrition, research, and clinical guidelines, from places like the American Diabetes Association, eating a diet that focuses on low glycemic foods is associated with a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Let me be very clear here. I said associated with. That doesn't mean cucumber cures diabetes. It does not. Please don't misunderstand me. But it is absolutely worth paying attention to. It's worth putting into your daily eating plan. So why is the glycemic index so important? Let me explain it in the most everyday, real life way possible. I promise you'll understand. After we eat a meal, if our blood sugar spikes very high, very fast, our pancreas gets stressed. It panics a little and pumps out a lot of insulin. Insulin's job is to take that sugar out of your blood and push it into your cells. Think of insulin as a key and your cells as doors. Normally the key goes in, the door opens, sugar goes in, and you get energy, everything works. But if this happens over and over, if you're constantly spiking your blood sugar, constantly flooding your system with insulin, those cell doors start to get stubborn, harder to open. We call this insulin resistance. That's not something I made up. That's a real medical term, and it's a very important warning sign before type 2 diabetes develops. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, but my lab work is fine. I haven't been diagnosed with diabetes, so I don't need to worry about this yet. But think about it. Does a chronic disease like diabetes just pop up overnight? Rarely, very rarely. It builds over 10 years, 20 years, little by little, quietly. By the time your lab work shows a problem, your body has been trying to tell you for a long time. We just didn't notice. So even if your blood sugar is normal right now, even if your doctor hasn't put you on any medication, just starting today, paying a little attention to what you eat, eating less of the foods that spike your blood sugar and more foods like cucumber, that is a very smart thing to do. Don't you think? And here's something else I bet you didn't know. The peel of the cucumber, the green skin, actually has a good amount of fiber and plant compounds. Those are really good for your body. But what's the first thing so many of us do? We peel it, especially folks over a certain age. We're worried about pesticides, worried about dirt. So the first thing we do is peel that skin right off. But when you throw away that peel, you're throwing away one of the most valuable parts of the cucumber. That's a real shame. So how do you wash cucumbers so you can eat the peel without worrying? I'll tell you later in the video. That's one of the most practical tips today, so keep that in the back of your mind. We'll get to it. Okay, let me give you a quick summary of the first benefit so you remember it. Number one, cucumber's glycemic index is only around 15. It's a classic low glycemic vegetable, perfect for including in a diet that needs to manage blood sugar. Number two, the nutrients in the peel are real. Don't waste them. Wash the cucumber well and please eat the peel. That one habit will help your body. Part two, blood pressure and blood vessel health. Now let's talk about the second benefit for those of us over 50 or 60. This one might be even more important than blood sugar, managing your blood pressure and protecting your blood vessels. Let me ask you, are you currently on blood pressure medication, or did your doctor tell you at your last checkup that your blood pressure is a little high, not high enough for medication yet, but high enough to worry about and you're feeling a little concerned, a little unsure? If that's you, then this plain, simple cucumber deserves your attention. So why does blood pressure get high? There are many reasons, but one of the most common and most important reasons is that we eat too much salt, too much sodium. And let's be honest, in America, we eat out a lot. We get takeout, we use packaged sauces and seasonings. Salt is everywhere. When you eat too much salt, your body holds onto water, your blood volume goes up, and when there's more fluid pushing against your blood vessel walls, your blood pressure goes up. Simple, let me give you an everyday picture. Imagine your blood vessels are like the garden hose in your backyard. If suddenly there's more water flowing through that hose, the pressure on the hose walls goes up. Right? That's high blood pressure, not complicated at all. So where does cucumber fit in? Cucumber contains a good amount of potassium, and potassium and sodium are like two dance partners, or maybe like a married couple who bickers but works best together. When you eat more potassium-rich foods, your body can flush out that extra sodium through your urine. Less sodium means less water retention. Less water retention means lower blood pressure. There's a long-term study, a big one, looking at people at risk for heart disease, that clearly showed that increasing potassium in your diet is linked to better blood pressure numbers. Now, let me be absolutely clear. This does not replace your blood pressure medication. I have to say that, but it can be a very solid, very helpful part of your daily eating plan. And besides potassium, cucumber also has fiber. Fiber helps your digestive system run smoothly, and it also helps with the metabolism of bile acids and some forms of cholesterol. That's good for your blood fat levels and good for your blood vessels. Let me give you another picture. Imagine cholesterol slowly building up on the inside of your blood vessels, like lime scale building up inside your home water pipes. At first, you feel nothing. The water still flows, but after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, those pipes get narrower and narrower. Blood flow gets harder and harder. Problems are just a matter of time. That fiber in cucumber, it's not a miracle cure, but it helps day by day in the gentlest, most natural way. Even if your blood pressure is normal right now, even if your cholesterol is okay, don't just sit back and think you're fine. As we age, high blood pressure and stiffening blood vessels become more and more common. Instead of waiting for the red light to come on, why not start today? Why not start with one cucumber a day and slowly lower your risk? That's called preventing problems before they start. And we've lived long enough to know that makes sense. So let me say the second benefit again. The potassium in cucumber helps flush out extra sodium. That helps manage your blood pressure. The fiber in cucumber helps with cholesterol metabolism. That helps protect your blood vessels. Both of these benefits are incredibly valuable for us. Part 3, weight management. Now let's talk about the third benefit. This is the one so many of you care about, and so many of your adult kids care about too. Weight management. Let me give you a number. 100 grams of cucumber, that's about one normal-sized cucumber. Its calories about 15. Do you know how many calories are in a bowl of white rice? About 200 to 300. That difference is enormous, huge, but cucumber is good for weight management, not just because it's low in calories. The more important reason is its volume. Cucumber is more than 90% water. You eat one cucumber and you feel full. That's what we call satiety. If you eat a cucumber before your main meal, your stomach already has something in it. So when you sit down to eat, you're less likely to eat too much. You'll naturally eat less. Your total calorie intake goes down. That logic is very simple, isn't it? Studies have shown that eating low calorie, high water foods before a meal may help reduce how much you eat at that meal. That's not some magical weight loss trick. That's just your body's natural response, and the fiber in cucumber slows down your digestion a little. So that feeling of fullness lasts longer. You won't get hungry again right away and reach for a handful of crackers, a cookie, or a slice of bread. And we all know those things have a lot more calories. Let me ask you something. Have you struggled with that extra weight around your belly? Do your kids sometimes say, Mom, maybe eat a little less? Or Dad, watch your weight a little? But exercise is hard because your knees hurt or your back bothers you, and dieting feels miserable because you're always hungry. Who has energy when they're hungry, right? If that sounds like you, why not start with cucumber? It's cheap, it's easy to find, it's easy to keep doing. You don't have to turn your whole life upside down. You can just take one small, easy step toward better health. That's a really good starting point. If you found these first 3 benefits helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share this video with a friend or family member who's also worried about their blood sugar, their blood pressure, or their weight. Sometimes just sharing a video, one small click, can really help someone you care about. All right, let's keep going. Part 4, the big myth, cucumber and carrots. Now, let me tell you something. Some of you might hear this and think, wait, that's not what I heard. This myth has been around for a very, very long time. We need to clear it up. Cucumber and carrots cannot be eaten together because carrots destroy the vitamin C in cucumber. Have you heard that? I'm willing to bet that 8 out of 10 people have heard it. Neighbors say it, relatives say it. Even some older health television shows used to say something like it. You hear it enough times, over enough years, you just believe it, right? I'll be honest, I used to believe it myself. When I cooked, I would literally separate cucumber and carrots. They would never be on the same plate. Then I actually looked into it. I read the research, I asked experts, and I found out that this piece of health advice, this thing that people have believed for decades, is actually a misunderstanding. So today, let's clear it up once and for all. Let me explain it from the beginning. Carrots do contain something called ascorbate oxidase. That name sounds very technical, very fancy, right? But plain and simple, it's a substance in carrots that can react with vitamin C. That part itself is based on real science. That's true. And because of that, the story got started that carrots destroy the vitamin C in cucumber, but here's the problem. Reacting with something is not the same as completely destroying it. Did you know that vitamin C exists in nature in 2 different forms? One is called reduced vitamin C, one is called oxidized vitamin C. That enzyme in carrots, its main job is to change reduced vitamin C into oxidized vitamin C, so it changes the form. Think of water turning into ice. The form changes, but it's still water. It's not destroying vitamin C or turning it into something useless. And here's the most important point. Please remember this. Both forms of vitamin C, the reduced and the oxidized, can both be used by your body for all the important jobs vitamin C does. The form changed, but its value, its function did not disappear. So from a nutrition standpoint, eating cucumber and carrots together is not nearly as scary as the old myth says. In fact, it's probably better. And let me flip this around. Carrots themselves are a vegetable that's very worth eating, right? Carrots have lutein and zeaxanthin. Those 2 nutrients are closely linked to eye health. A lot of us, as we get older, notice our vision getting blurrier. We start worrying about cataracts. The nutrients in carrots can be part of a daily eye healthy diet that matters. Carrots are also rich in beta carotene. Your body turns beta carotene into vitamin A, which is good for your skin and the health of your mucous membranes. Plus, it acts as an antioxidant, helping protect your cells. And the fiber in carrots, just like cucumber, that fiber is good for your digestive health, your cholesterol, and your blood pressure. So when you put cucumber and carrots together in a simple cold salad, you're taking care of your blood sugar, your blood pressure, your blood vessels, your eyes, and your body's antioxidant defenses all at once. That's not a problem. That's smart eating. That's the way an experienced eater does it. So from now on, when you make cucumber salad, go ahead and add some shredded carrot. Don't be afraid. It's not a bad combination. It's actually a great one. Part 5. The 3 power pairings. Now we get to the most useful, most practical part of this whole video. We've already talked about the benefits of cucumber, right? Now I'm going to tell you what to eat with cucumber to make those benefits even stronger. Double, triple, maybe even 4 times. Power pairing number 1, onion. When you make cucumber salad, do you add onion? A lot of people do, but most of them think it's just for flavor and texture. Actually, it's more than that. Cucumber contains a plant flavonoid called luteolin. You don't need to remember the name. Just remember what it does. Some research suggests that luteolin is linked to nervous system health, memory function, and antioxidant effects in the body. For those of us getting older, keeping our brains sharp and our memory clear is more and more important, right? But here's a small challenge. Luteolin is not very well absorbed by your body on its own. Just because the food has a good nutrient doesn't mean your body can fully use it, and a good nutrient that your body can't absorb, that's not very helpful. That's where onion comes in. Onion contains a flavonoid called quercetin. Quercetin is also a plant flavonoid. It has strong antioxidant effects and has been studied for heart health, cholesterol management, and reducing inflammation. When you eat cucumber and onion together, the plant nutrients in the whole dish become richer and more diverse, and that has a combined added benefit for your blood vessels in your brain. Plus, onion has multiple sulfur-containing compounds, and eating them in moderation is also good for your heart. Have you ever eaten a heavy meal and felt greasy and bloated afterward? A little onion with your cucumber can make you feel much lighter. So next time you make cucumber salad, please add some onion, not just for taste, for your health. Power pairing number 2, hard-boiled egg, cucumber with egg. I know at first it sounds a little strange, right? Cold cucumber salad with egg, but these two foods together are especially helpful for blood sugar management. Let me explain carefully. We already talked about how cucumber has a very low glycemic index. That's great for blood sugar. We've established that, but cucumber has a natural feature. It's more than 90% water. Everything else, protein, fat, other nutrients, is very, very low. Protein, especially, is almost zero. What is protein? Protein is a critical nutrient your body needs to build cells, repair tissues, maintain muscle strength, and keep your immune system working. As we age, we lose muscle. We need more protein, not less. That's where the egg comes in. Eggs are one of the best quality, most affordable protein sources out there. They have all the essential amino acids your body needs, and your body absorbs them very, very well. Almost everything in that egg gets used, but there's more. Eggs also have a really important nutrient called choline. What is choline? It's a key building block your brain uses to make neurotransmitters. Let me say that simply, choline helps your brain cells talk to each other. Better communication means better memory, better thinking, better cognitive function. For those of us over 50 or 60, choline is something we should pay close attention to, and choline also helps your body metabolize homocysteine. If homocysteine stays high for a long time, it can damage your blood vessels and increase your risk of heart disease. Choline helps keep that process running smoothly. Eggs also have selenium, which is part of your body's antioxidant defense system. It helps protect your cells and supports your immune system. So when you put cucumber and egg together, think about it this way. Cucumber gives you refreshing crunch and steady blood sugar. Egg gives you high quality protein, muscle support, and brain protection. One is light, one is solid. That's a true complement, a perfect pair. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, try adding 1 hard-boiled egg and half a cucumber. It will cost you almost nothing, but the nutritional quality of that breakfast, it will jump way, way up. Try it for a week. I think you'll feel a difference if you learn something new from this. I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. That tells me you're here. And it's the biggest support for me to keep making videos like this. Now let's go to the third pairing, power pairing number 3, vinegar. In the summer, this combination is especially good, cucumber with vinegar. In summer, a lot of us eat this all the time, right? But did you know it's not just about the sour, refreshing taste? This pairing actually has some nutrition science behind it. Let me give you 4 benefits. First benefit, vinegar helps protect vitamin C. We talked earlier about how vitamin C can change forms under certain conditions. When you add vinegar to cucumber, the whole environment becomes more acidic. That acidic condition lowers the activity of certain oxidative enzymes. That means less vitamin C loss. So adding vinegar isn't just about taste. It's actually protecting the nutrition in the cucumber. Second benefit, vinegar helps slow down the growth of certain unwanted bacteria. In the summer, temperatures are high, food left out spoils quickly, and our digestive systems tend to be more sensitive in hot weather, right? The main active component in vinegar is acetic acid, which has natural antibacterial properties. It helps reduce the chance that harmful microbes will multiply in your cold salad or cold soup. This is why our grandparents always added vinegar to cold summer dishes. They didn't know the word acetic acid, but they knew it worked. That habit has real wisdom behind it. Third benefit, vinegar wakes up your appetite and refreshes you when the weather gets really hot. A lot of us feel tired, lazy, and not hungry at all. That sour taste naturally stimulates your appetite. It makes you actually want to eat those light, healthy vegetables. A lot of people say that drinking a cold cucumber soup with vinegar just makes them feel more alert and energetic. That sour taste is part of the reason. Fourth benefit, vinegar helps with weight management. Vinegar itself has almost no calories. It's practically nothing. So when you use vinegar as a dressing, you can rely less on other high oil, high salt, high sugar sauces. Some studies have even observed that people who eat vinegar regularly in appropriate amounts may see small improvements in body weight, body fat, and waist circumference. But let me be very clear, vinegar is not a weight loss drug. Never drink large amounts on an empty stomach. Never replace real food with vinegar. The right way to use it is in small amounts added to your vegetables and your regular meals. That's how you get the benefit. So there you go, 3 power pairings onion, hard-boiled egg vinegar. Now that you know these combinations, when you eat cucumber, you're not just eating a crisp green vegetable, you're using a small daily habit to quietly take care of your blood sugar, your blood vessels, your brain, and your weight over time. The difference between someone who eats thoughtfully and someone who eats carelessly will slowly show up in your own body. Part 6, 3 rules for eating cucumber. Right now, let me tell you how to eat cucumber for the most value. This is something a lot of people never really pay attention to. They just wash it, chop it, eat it, but the devil is in the details. 3 simple rules, that's all you need. Rule 1, eat the peel. We've already said this several times. The peel has fiber and antioxidants. Don't waste it. I know a lot of people worry about pesticides, so how do you wash it properly? Let me give you 3 methods. Pick the one you like. Method 1, rinse under running water while gently scrubbing with your hands for at least 30 seconds. Method 2, use a little bit of salt like a scrub. Gently rub the salt on the cucumber skin, then rinse thoroughly with water. Method 3, use food-grade baking soda. Make a water solution. Soak the cucumber for about 5 minutes, then rinse well. Any of these methods will give you cucumber skin you can feel good about eating. Rule 2, use less salt. In a lot of American households, when we make cucumber salad, we have a habit of sprinkling salt, rubbing it in, and letting the water drain out. Yes, that makes the cucumber crunchier, but here's the problem. The water-soluble nutrients in the cucumber get drained out along with the water. When you pour that liquid away, you're pouring away nutrition. Even more importantly, too much salt increases your sodium intake. That directly cancels out the blood pressure benefit we talked about earlier. Think about it. We spent all this time learning how cucumber helps blood pressure, and then you go into your kitchen and pour a bunch of salt on it and undo all that good work. That's not a good trade. So how do you season cucumber without a lot of salt? Here's an alternative. Use vinegar, a little drop of sesame oil, a sprinkle of roasted sesame seeds, a small amount of fresh minced garlic. The result is lighter, healthier, and better suited for our bodies as we age. Rule 3, eat a small amount every day consistently. Health is never something you can gain overnight. You can't eat 1 cucumber today and fix everything tomorrow. What actually works, what really truly works, is a little bit every day. Over a long period of time, water dripping on a stone. About 1 cucumber a day is plenty. You can eat half in the morning and half in the evening, or have a few slices with lunch and a few slices with dinner. Just put it on your plate as a side dish. If you can be consistent, cucumber will gradually become a real little health helper on your table for blood sugar, blood pressure, blood vessels, and weight. Part 7, the recipe, summer cold cucumber soup. Now, the main event, I'm going to take all the power pairings we just learned and put them together into one complete recipe, a summer cold cucumber soup on a hot day. This soup is truly comforting. Let's get our ingredients together. Very simple. You can find all of this at any grocery store. 1 cucumber, slice it into thin strips or thin rounds. Either way, half an onion. Thin strips as well. A small amount of dried wakame seaweed. Soak this in water first to rehydrate it, then cut into small pieces. 1 red chili pepper. If you don't like spice, or if your stomach is sensitive, you can leave this out completely. It won't hurt the recipe. About 600 milliliters of cold boiled water. That's roughly 3 regular coffee mugs. For seasoning, a small amount of salt, a small amount of sugar, vinegar to taste, and 1 tablespoon of roasted sesame seeds. Here I need to give you a very special reminder. This is important if you have high blood pressure, if you have diabetes, or if you're watching your weight. Please adjust the amount of salt and sugar according to your own health situation. My principle is this: less salt and less sugar is always better than more. This is not something to compromise on because we're making this soup for our health, right? The recipe is very simple, just a few steps. Step 1, soak the wakame in water. About 10 minutes is enough. Once it's rehydrated, drain the water, then use scissors or a knife to cut it into small bite-sized pieces. Step 2, prepare the cucumber, wash it very well. Remember what we said, keep the peel, don't peel it, then slice it into thin strips. Slice the onion into thin strips as well. Wash the chili pepper, slice it, and set it aside. Step 3, make the soup base. Pour the 600 milliliters of cold water into a large bowl. Add a small amount of salt, a small amount of sugar, and vinegar to your taste. Stir slowly until everything is mixed. Taste it as you go. Remember, keep it light, not too heavy, not too salty. Step 4, put the sliced cucumber, the wakame, and the sliced onion into the bowl. Pour the soup base over everything. Sprinkle the 1 tablespoon of roasted sesame seeds on top. If you're using the chili pepper, put a few slices on top for color. Step 5, put the entire bowl into your refrigerator. Let it chill for about 30 minutes. That's it. After 30 minutes, you take it out of the fridge. You have a cold, refreshing, crunchy, nutritious summer soup. Let's add up the cost. 1 cucumber, half an onion, a small handful of wakame, a few basic seasonings, all together, maybe a couple of dollars. But this soup gives you hydration, fiber, plant nutrients, and it wakes up your appetite. It's not medicine, it doesn't cure any disease, but it is a very worthy dish to put on your table every day. Part 8, a final gentle reminder. I have one more small gentle reminder. This is a detail that a lot of people never notice. Consider it a little bonus for watching to the end. The timing of when you eat cucumber actually matters a little bit. I would suggest you try to eat it in the morning or before lunch. It's less ideal to eat a lot of cucumber at night, especially right before bed. Why? Because cucumber has so much water at night, your digestive system naturally slows down. Your body is getting ready to rest. If you eat a large amount of high water food at this time, it might put a little extra burden on your digestion. Some people feel bloated or uncomfortable. In some cases, it might even affect your sleep quality. If you notice that eating cucumber at night makes you feel gassy or bloated, it's very simple. Just try moving it to the morning or lunchtime. That should help a lot. Also, and I want to mention this from a more traditional medicine perspective, cucumber is considered a cooling food. If you tend to have what some might call a cold digestive system, meaning you get loose stools easily or your hands and feet are often cold, then you might not want to eat large amounts of raw cucumber. What can you do? When you make cucumber salad, add a little fresh minced ginger. Ginger is warming. It balances some of the cooling nature of cucumber, or you can cook the cucumber lightly. A quick stir fry is fine. You don't always have to eat it raw. That will be gentler on your digestion. Got it. Good. Part 9. Summary and a word from your doctor. Okay, we've covered a lot today, a lot of information. I don't want you to forget it all. So let me give you a quick summary of the most important points. 1, cucumber's glycemic index is only about 15. It's a classic low glycemic food. Perfect for including in your daily diet to help manage blood sugar. And the peel has good fiber and plant compounds. Wash it well and please eat the peel. Don't throw away the best part. 2, the potassium in cucumber helps maintain a healthy sodium-potassium balance, which helps manage blood pressure. And the fiber helps with cholesterol metabolism, which helps protect your blood vessels. If you have high blood pressure or if you worry about heart disease, make cucumber an important part of your daily vegetables. 3, that decades-old myth about cucumber and carrots not being eaten together. We proved it today. It's not accurate. Vitamin C just changes form. Its function does not disappear. Eating them together gives you more complete nutrition. It's better. 4, we learned 3 power pairings today. First, pair cucumber with onion makes the plant nutrients richer and more diverse, supporting your blood vessels and your brain. Second, pair cucumber with hard-boiled egg adds protein, choline, and other trace nutrients. Perfect for blood sugar management and brain protection. Third, pair cucumber with vinegar, protects vitamin C, wakes up your appetite, and supports weight management. 5, the best way to eat cucumber is eat the peel, use less salt, eat a small amount every day consistently. And for those of you with a cooler constitution, remember to eat in moderation and consider adding a little ginger to balance things. I've said these 5 points, but I want to say one more thing. It might sound a little off topic, but maybe it's not off topic at all. You know what cucumber is. It's one of the most ordinary, cheapest, most unassuming vegetables at the grocery store. It doesn't cure any major disease. It cannot replace your doctor or your medication, but it can appear on your table every single day in the quietest, gentlest, least burdensome way. And it can quietly help you manage your blood sugar, your blood pressure, your blood vessels, and your weight. People in our generation, when we were younger, everything came first. The house, the kids, the job, our bodies. Our bodies were always the last thing on the list. And now that we're older and things hurt here and there, and we don't feel as good as we used to, we realize we didn't save up enough health back then, and now we're paying for it. But listen to me, it's not too late. It's never too late. Starting today, starting right after this video, let's learn to be a little kinder to ourselves. Let's learn to treat our own bodies as something truly worth caring for. Because when you take care of yourself, when you're okay, your family can truly feel at ease. Do you want to be able to take your grandkids to the park, sit in the sun, look at the flowers, watch the ants? Do you want to be able to sit around that big table with your family happy and laughing? At Thanksgiving dinner, do you want your children to worry a little less about your health? If your answer is yes, then start today. Start with one cucumber. Health is not something you can save up in one day, but it is something you build little by little from every small choice, every bite of food you put in your mouth. My hope for all of us is that we can eat wisely, live lightly, and feel more and more energy as the years go by. If this whole video was helpful to you, please give me a thumbs up. That helps more people find this content. And please share it with the people in your life who also care about their health, their blood sugar, their blood pressure. Sometimes just sharing one video might really help someone who matters to you. Finally, let me ask you, how do you like to eat cucumber at home cold salad soup? Just biting into it like an apple. Which part of today's video surprised you the most or helped you the most? Please leave a comment and tell me. I read every single one. Take care of yourselves, my friends. Eat well, stay steady, and may your days just keep getting better. I'll see you in the next video. This is for educational purposes only. Always consult your own doctor before making changes to your diet or health routine. If you're dealing with any health concerns, please schedule a visit with your primary care doctor. I'm here to help you understand the science, not replace professional medical advice.